Andor Season 2, Episodes 1, 2, and 3 have finally been released on Disney+. Here's every Star Wars Easter egg we've found in the show so far. Andor Season 2 has long been among the most highly anticipated of Star Wars' upcoming TV shows. This not only is the final season of the show, but also, based on Andor Season 2's place in the Star Wars timeline, will lead directly into Rogue One, a Star Wars story. It was therefore expected that Andor Season 2 would have a number of connections to Rogue One. However, there are a host of connections to Star Wars movies and TV shows, as well as several books, comics, and other sources, throughout Andor Season 2. Here's every Star Wars Easter egg we've found in Andor Season 2, Episodes 1, 2, and 3, so far. 25. The Rakatan invasion officially happened at the dawn of the Jedi Order. Andor confirmed the Rakatan invaded Chandrila 25,000 years ago. Chandrilan statue in Andor Season 2. Andor Season 2 confirmed that the Rakatan invasion took place 25,000 years before the show, with the reference to a temple figure that had been stolen from Chandrila 25,000 years earlier, during the Rakatan invasion. This cemented that the Rakatan invasion coincided with the founding of the Jedi Order, around 25,000 BBY. Prior to Andor, Star Wars canon had yet to officially give this timeline, although that was what Star Wars Legends had indicated. Andor Season 2 is setting up the Gorman massacre from Star Wars Legends. There have been many references to Gorman, setting up a brutal story arc. Cassian Andor at the Gorman massacre. Surprisingly, the Gorman massacre hasn't yet been shown on the Star Wars screen, despite it being a pivotal event in the history of the rebellion. First established in Legends, this was one of the key events leading to the birth of the Rebel Alliance, one of the Empire's worst atrocities. It seems this bloody event may finally make an appearance in Andor Season 2. 23. Yavin 4 has now been shown and name-dropped multiple times. This iconic rebel location is crucial to the rebellion. Cassian Andor flying off Yavin 4 in a TIE fighter in Andor Season 2, Episode 2. The Andor Season 2 trailers suggested that Yavin 4 would appear in the new season, but we've already gotten a look at Yavin 4 in the Andor Season 2 premiere. At the end of Episode 2, Cassian finally gets away from the group of rebels who have done very little other than make things much more difficult for Cassian. And, as he's flying away in the TIE, it's confirmed he's been on Yavin 4, the iconic rebel base from the original Star Wars trilogy, the whole time. Yavin 4 was also name-dropped multiple times in the first 3 episodes. 22. Chandrila's marriage braid parallels the Padawan braid. This is a fascinating connection to the Jedi knighting ceremony. Lady Mothma on her wedding day in Andor Season 2 Episode 3. During her traditional Chandrilan wedding, Lady Mothma, Mon Mothma's daughter, has a long braid cut from her hair. This is highly reminiscent of the Jedi Padawan braid, which gets cut off when a Padawan becomes a knight. Interestingly, we haven't seen this on screen, including with Anakin Skywalker's braid, although we know he gave his to Padme. 21. The wedding features a very familiar song from Andor Season 1. This song comes at a pivotal moment and has a connection to Andor Season 1. Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma dances at Leida's wedding and lifts her sleeve in Andor Season 2 at Image via Disney+. At the end of Andor Season 2, Episode 3, Mon Mothma breaks with much of her characterization thus far by letting loose at her daughter Leida's wedding and dancing. In addition to the meaning behind Mon Mothma's dance scene, the song playing during this scene, titled Nia Mose, is actually a remixed version of a song played in Andor Season 1. It also shares a name with the planet Nia Mose, which also appeared in Season 1. 20. A real-life connection to Mon Mothma's dance scene is chilling. The dance scene juxtaposed with violence is reminiscent of the real-life Weimar cabarets as highlighted by Darren_Mooney. Andor Season 2's use of music and dancing, which characters are clearly using to escape the horrific realities around them, is reminiscent of the real-life Weimar cabarets. The Weimar Republic, also known as the German Reich, held lavish, decadent events toward its end that also featured plenty of music and dancing, but was really a way to pretend all was well when it wasn't. 19. Cassian Andor steals a TIE Avenger prototype. The TIE Cassian steals has an intriguing history. Cassian stealing a TIE fighter in Andor Season 2. In Andor Season 2's first episode, Cassian Andor steals a TIE Avenger prototype, the first TIE Avenger shown on screen in Star Wars canon. However, the TIE Avenger is not brand new in the franchise. In Legends, this was a starfighter that Grand Admiral Thrawn himself had a hand in creating. Cassian's TIE breakout is reminiscent of Poe Dameron. This scene feels like a total callback. Poe Dameron escaping in a TIE fighter in The Force Awakens with blood on his face. In addition to Cassian stealing the TIE bringing a new starfighter to the screen, this scene is highly reminiscent of Poe Dameron's, and Finn's, TIE theft in Star Wars, The Force Awakens. In fact, those scenes feel even more linked in light of when they each take place in their respective stories. Both scenes are very near to the beginning of Andor Season 2 and The Force Awakens, and they kick off many of the events to come. 17. Did you spot the Stardust insignia in Krennic's meeting? This subtle detail confirms Krennic's true focus. Project Stardust insignia in Andor Season 2 during Krennic's meeting. During Director Krennic's meeting in Andor Season 2, Episode 1, the insignia for Project Stardust, the code name for the Death Star project, can be seen on one officer's uniform. This is a nod towards what Krennic's true intentions are with this meeting, and throughout his appearances in Andor Season 2.